These pieces of bread are what I call unwieldy.
2 at a time sounds great.
Cereal crusted French toast with bacon wrapped figs. Part of this complete breakfast, but all in one dish. Welcome to the show where we play the game, what do we have in the fridge and what can we cook with it?
How does this work? Like, what do I have to, do I pick out? Do you pick out? Like, how do...
There are no rules.
There are no rules.
I'm here today with my lovely partner, boyfriend, betrothed. I'm here today with a pain in the ass. I am here with my partner, Greg. You good?
I'm crying.
He's just so thrilled to be here today. Greg, do you cook a lot?
Shall we go and find out what's in the fridge? Ah, there's some eggs. Blue.
Sweet raspberry syrups.
Ham. Bacon. It's regular white bread.
Wes's homemade breads.
Sourdough. It's Spam. Pop-Tarts. Wheat and cereal.
We got out a bunch of stuff. So I'm gonna put all the stuff we know we're gonna use over here.
The first idea when I saw these, the figs, was to do some bacon wrapped figs. So I put that over there with the bacon. Like a cereal crusted French toast? Is that a thing? Like,
I mean, if it's a thing, if we make it a thing.
it's cereal crusted blue cheese French toast.
Great, and it's raisins, which match with the figs.
Oh, nice! Crumbles of cereal, like rolled over French toast, so it has like the soft, like fluffy texture that like French toast has, but with a little bit of like, ooh, like, ooh, like, ooh, like, We would then need the raisin bran.
And all the makings for French toast.
And makings for French toast, which is eggs.
Milk.
Sure, milk. And then what bread we want. You have standard on plain white bread, but
Yes.
I think the sourdough would be interesting.
Yes, let's use my really nice just made sourdough for French toast. That doesn't sound sacrilegious at all.
Tummy in the tummy.
How do you want to flavor the French toast?
I would love, I think, the blue cheese. Drizzling some of the raspberry glaze over it. They're two very strong flavors, so they're either gonna work or they're gonna fail miserably.
I have also preheated the oven to 400 degrees so that the bacon and figs can cook, you know, when we want them to.
2 eggs, 3 eggs.
I think 3 eggs and a quarter cup of milk. One-handed and hardly any shell in there. When you're cracking eggs, the safest way to crack an egg is on a flat surface rather than the edge of the bowl, because you're not forcing the shell into the egg.
Yep. There we go.
Look at that. And now you can use one of those halves to fish out the shell from before.
I like directions.
You can follow a recipe like
like
nobody's business. And there are people who
ingredients.
cannot. There are people who cannot follow recipes, and Greg is very good at it. And when he follows my direction, he treats it as sacredly as he treats those very well-vetted recipes.
And off we go whisking.
You're not doing anything wrong. I just want to feel like I'm doing something.
Okay.
Look, I am now accomplished.
Good job. Thanks for the help.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad I could be of service.
If we want the blue cheese to actually integrate with the mixture, do we melt it down and then put it in?
I would smush it with my fingers. Definitely fell on the ground and have it in between my toes.
I'm not licking it off the toes. Not doing it.
I'm the kind of person who lets the bread soak a fair amount, because I basically want bread pudding with a crust.
Flatten it out. Flatten it out.
Put it into a Ziploc bag and take a rolling pin to it.
What do you think?
I think they're great.
Yeah?
People are gonna write in being like, that's not how to make French toast.
The first idea was to do some bacon wrapped figs. Probably like half or even a third of each piece of bacon is enough for each fig. So let me get a couple of slices out. And it's only you and I, so we probably don't need a ton. So let me get 2 slices of bacon out.
Instead of cutting it and cutting through the foil, I'm gonna use scissors and just cut the pieces of bacon the right length.
Very fancy. Very fancy.
Now into the 400-degree oven. Now we literally wait. Waiting is cooking. Greg pointed out that it looked like the figs were really on their way to getting very, very done. So what we decided to do is just turn off the oven and keep them in there. Lowers the temperature, keeps it cooking without it cooking too fast. They're very done. Let's take them out.
AKA maybe burned, but we'll find out.
Oh no, they're crispy and they're delicious. So let me try one and see how it goes.
So far so good. Ta-da, ta-da, look at that. That looks fancy.
It does. I wonder how it's gonna cook. This is very forgiving, like all things that we do on this show. Let's put 2 at a time.
I'm excited to eat the food.
Well, the egg is certainly cooking. Oh, that looks exciting.
That's good. It's interesting.
Yeah, actually this is browning nicely, so I'm just gonna flip this one too. We're really making this up as we go along, which is the point of the show. They look done to me, they feel done to me.
Perfectly cooked. And voila.
Wait a second, something's wrong. There we go, that's better. What we have here is cereal crusted French toast with bacon wrapped figs. Do you want some raspberry glaze?
I would love some raspberry
Do it.
glaze.
I'm
Would
gonna
you
dive
like?
right- Nope.
No.
I'm gonna dive right in.
Let's see. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, good.
Impressive. Like, has retained the crispy crunchiness on the outside for sure.
Yes.
Like I was afraid that was gonna get lost completely, but that's 100% there. I'm eating cereal.
Yes,
my bread.
you are eating cereal.
And it's delicious.
There's a whole other way of having cereal and milk and eggs and toast. Part of this complete breakfast, but all in one dish. Okay, I think the sourdough and the blue cheese work really well together. The crust worked much better than I thought it was going to. It didn't burn, which is key, and it's still relatively moist in the middle. A dried fig with bacon.
I'll join you. Let me try.
You can't that up. I was afraid.
How did this happen?
What? I eat 3 times as fast as you do.
3 minutes later.
If you like this episode, stay tuned for one hopefully next week. Greg, thank you so much for joining me on this journey of culinary adventure and whatever.
Thank you for inviting me into your home. Subscribe. Like. Subscribe.
I hate
subscribe.
that stuff. I hate
Like,
that stuff.
like, subscribe. Subscribe.